Hi, this is Jack from Maths Forge, and in today's lesson, we're going to be solving inequalities with two symbols. So let's take a look at our first example. Here we have 3 is less than or equal to 2 plus x, which is less than or equal to 5. Now, to solve this inequality is to isolate the x. Right now, there is a 2 being added onto the x. So we're going to have to get rid of this 2. And we're going to do this by subtracting 2. Now, with inequalities that have two symbols, if you subtract 2 from one part of this inequality, you have to subtract it from all parts. So I'm going to subtract 2 from the central region, I'm going to subtract 2 from the left region, and I'm going to subtract 2 from the right region. This is now going to leave us with the following. 3 minus 2 is 1, which is less than or equal to. The 2 minus 2 cancels out, leaving us just with an x. And then finally we have 5 minus 2, which is 3. Now we have solved this inequality. The value of x is in between 1 and 3 inclusive. And if we check our answer, there it is. We'll do one more one-star example. Here we have 6, which is greater than 7 minus x, which is greater than 5. So the first thing we're going to do is get rid of this 7 here. And we're going to do this by subtracting 7 from every part of this inequality. This is now going to leave us with negative 1, which is greater than negative x, which is greater than negative 2. Now, to solve this inequality is to get x, not negative x. So the next thing we're going to do here is multiply throughout by negative 1. Multiplying by negative 1 causes negatives to become positives. However, when it comes to inequalities, if you ever multiply or divide by a negative value, you have to flip the inequality symbols around. And this is where they differ from equations. So negative 1 times negative 1 is 1. Because we're multiplying by negative throughout, we're going to flip the inequality symbols. So this greater than now becomes a less than. Negative x multiplied by negative 1 gives us positive x. And then this inequality symbol flips around as well. And then we have negative 2 multiplied by negative 1, which is positive 2. And this is our answer. If we check our answer, there it is. Let's do a two-star example now. We have 1, which is less than or equal to x over 11, which is less than or equal to 9. So how we detach this divided by 11 is by multiplying with 11. And we're going to have to do this to every part of this inequality. This now leaves us with the following. 11, which is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 99. And this should be our answer. If we check our answer, there it is. We'll do another two-star example. Here we have 24, which is less than or equal to 12x, which is less than or equal to 48. I can see that there is a 12 attached to the x via multiplication, so I'm going to detach it via division. And again, we have to do this to all parts of this inequality. This now gives us 24 divided by 12, which is 2, less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 48 divided by 2, which is 4. And if we check our answer, there it is. Now we're going to do a three-star example. Here we have 17, which is less than or equal to 7x minus 4, which is less than or equal to 31. So the first thing I'm going to detach from this x is this minus 4. And we're going to detach it by adding 4 to all parts of this inequality. This now gives us 21, which is less than or equal to 7x, which is less than or equal to 35. We now have the 7 attached to the x via multiplication, so we're going to detach it via division. And we're going to divide 7 onto every part of this inequality. This now gives us 21 divided by 7, which is 3, less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 35 divided by 7, which is 5. And if we check our answer, there it is. We'll do one more three-star example. Here we have 3, which is less than x over 3, minus 3, which is less than 9. So the first thing I'm going to detach from this x is going to be this minus 3, and we're going to do this by adding 3 to every part of this inequality. This now gives us 6, which is less than x over 3, which is less than 12. The next thing we're going to get rid of is this divided by 3, and we're going to get rid of it by multiplying with 3 to every part of this inequality. This now gives us 18, which is less than x, which is less than 36. And if we check our answer, there it is. And that's it for the lesson on solving inequalities with two symbols.